Not at all. I think Mr. Kharge has emphatically clarified. He has said that he was talking about the ideology of the BJP, the ideology that the Prime Minister champions, which is to divide the country on the lines of communities, on the lines of religion, on the lines of caste, on the lines of languages, and that is what he wants people to be wary of. The reality, sir, is that Mr. Modi finds it very difficult to tolerate somebody like Mr. Kharge, who comes from the Dalit community, who has risen to the top of the Congress party on his own merit. Because the Congress is a democratic organization, he was chosen by over 9,000 delegates. A Dalit president like Mr. Kharge ji doesn't seem to entice Mr. Modi, and I think that's the issue. The issue also is that Mr. Modi should stop taking things personally. Mr. Modi last evening ridiculed a sensitive issue like suicide. There are 1,64,033 people who have committed suicide in this country in 2021 according to the last government available data, which, sir, is 450 suicide cases a day, which means there are 6 people in the age group of 18 to 30 and nearly 6 people in the age group of 30 to 45 who are committing suicide every hour. Do you realize why they're committing suicide? There's a 60% increase in those committing suicide due to unemployment. These people are committing suicide. There are 5 daily wage laborers committing suicide every hour. These people are committing suicide because they cannot battle poverty. There is unemployment. They have no realization as to where their lives are headed. Why doesn't Mr. Modi talk about all of this? You know, here in Karnataka, what is an issue? 40% corruption. You can't make it all about yourself. 40% corruption. And who's talking about it? T. Rajendra. Who's talking about it? A contractor like Santosh Patil, who was a BJP worker. He committed suicide and named your minister Ishwarappa. Have you spoken to him? Dingaleshwar Swami, the seer of the Lingayat community, says we get a 10% discount on commission, but even we have to pay 30% money to get funds released. Is Mr. Modi not cognizant of the fact that the contractor association, the student association, the schools, the teacher association, the engineer association, everybody has written letters on what a corrupt government this is? Why are you not talking about those issues? Why are you running away from real issues? I think the Congress is contesting this election on the promises that we made to the people, whether it's 2,000 rupees a month for a woman household, whether it's 3,000 rupees as DA for the graduates who are unemployed, whether it's 200 units of free electricity, or whether it's 10 kgs of rice or a 500 rupee cylinder, which we are doing in our states.
But union ministers like Anurag Thakur, Dharmendra Pradhan and Shobha Karandlaje and many others are saying it's a cheap tactic and it's a low-level language used by the Congress.
What would they say to the Prime Minister who comes...
apology.
What do they say to the Prime Minister who comes to Karnataka and says the Congress has no warranty? How dare he say that the Congress promises are lies? Your promises are lies. You promised 2 crore jobs every year. You promised 15 lakh rupees in every bank account. You promised a roof on every head. Nothing of that sort has happened. You were the one who makes fake promises. Our promises, we have walked the talk on OPS, we have walked the talk on Nyay, we have walked the talk on right to health, we have walked the talk on DA for unemployed, whether it's Himachal, whether it's Rajasthan, whether it's Chhattisgarh. And what are they talking about? Will they demand an apology from the Prime Minister to say what he did about us? The Prime Minister who says about a previous Prime Minister, raincoat pen ke naate, and Amit Shah, he comes to Karnataka, the land of Basavanna ji and Shri Guru Narayan ji, and says, Guru Narayan Swami ji, and says that Karnataka will see riots. What are we talking about? I mean, let's get real here. Karnataka is an election that the people of Karnataka have decided they will make the BJP sit in the opposition. They are struggling to get to 40 seats. And this is all a tactic to divert attention away from the real issues.
But will Congress and Kharge ji apologize for
I think Mr. Kharge ji, our president, has issued a clarification on ANI itself, and he has very categorically said, I did not mean Mr. Modi personally, I meant the divisive ideology that he espouses, an ideology which we see in motion all over the country. There is a reason why, whether it's the press freedom index in India or whether it's the democracy index in India, we are consistently falling. Do they not realize that? Do they not realize that a girl in Uttar Pradesh gets stabbed and another one, a 13-year-old girl, gets shot by a man openly? Do they not realize that Delhi police, which is in charge of security in Delhi, does not file an FIR by people who have brought glory to this country? Our biggest names in sports are sitting. What are they talking about? I think these are questions that should be raised in us.